Welcome, wanderers of the moonlit path. I am Pandora, a Wiccan witch and earth mystic, keeper of stories whispered through time. Here within my circle of light, I share the ancient and the arcane tales from my magical Wiccan books. Stories of chakras and charms, tarot and stars, of shadow and spirit, of the wisdom hidden between worlds. If you feel the call of magic, if your soul stirs when the night whispers secrets, you are home. Join me and open the pages of the unseen. For every spell is a story, and every story holds a spark of the divine. From the Wiccan mystical book of the Yule Sabbat. As the longest night settles upon the land and winter wraps the world in its quiet blanket of snow, we gather around the hearth. Tonight we celebrate Yule, the rebirth of light, the turning of the wheel, and the ancient story of hope that has carried through generations of witches, pagans, and those who listen with open hearts. So, settle in. Let the candlelight flicker, for this is the story of the sun's return and the magic of Yule. The longest night. Long ago, when the world was young and the veil between realms was thin as frost upon a window, the people knew the time of the longest night was approaching. Every day the sun sank sooner and rose later, until at last darkness stretched along the land like a great slumbering beast. The stories tell us that the sun god, weary from his journey across the sky, had grown old, his light dimming as he descended into the shadowed lands. The world chilled, seeds hid beneath frozen earth, and animals curled into winter dens. But the people were not afraid, for they knew the ancient rhythm. What falls asleep shall awaken, what seems to die shall return. This is the turning of the wheel. The Yule fire and the mother's vigil. As the longest night approached, families gathered wood, oak, pine, and holly, and built great Yule fires. Flames leapt like golden spirits, casting shadows that danced against snow-covered trees. And far beyond the hearths of humans, deep within the mystical realms, the Great Mother, the goddess of night and stars, kept her vigil. She moved through the darkened world with a lantern woven from moonlight, searching for the perfect place to bring forth her child once again. For on this night, the winter solstice, the sun would be reborn. Some say she traveled to a cave made of crystal ice, glowing with the memories of summer. Others say she sought shelter in an ancient oak tree, its heart still warm with life. But all agree she labored through the longest night to bring light back into the world. The rebirth of the sun. As the night reached its deepest point, the world held its breath. Even the wind fell silent. And then it happened. A single spark, a pulse of warmth, a golden glow that spread like dawn through the darkness. The goddess lifted her newborn child, the infant sun, radiant and new, and the world stirred. Every creature felt the shift, the promise of returning warmth, the assurance that winter would not last forever. The people gathered outside and watched the dark horizon. And though the sun had not yet risen, they knew that its power was growing once more. This was the moment of Yule, the triumph of light over darkness, the turning of the wheel towards life. The Holly King and the Oak King. But the story does not end here, for on this night 2 ancient kings fought their eternal battle. The Holly King, ruler of the waning year, dark cloak, evergreen crown, guardian of winter. And the Oak King, lord of the waxing year, antlered, strong, crowned with leaves of promise. Legend says that at Yule, beneath the starlit sky, the Oak King rises once more to challenge the Holly King. Their clash shakes the roots of the mountains and stirs the winds across the world. With the rebirth of the sun, the Oak King grows stronger, and at last he triumphs, his victory heralding the return of spring. Yet he does not slay the Holly King, for they are brothers, twins in an endless dance. The Holly King retreats to rest, waiting for his time to return at midsummer, when the days begin to shorten. Thus, the balance of seasons continues. As you listen to this tale, perhaps you feel the same ancient magic that our ancestors felt. The message of Yule is simple yet powerful. Even in the darkest night, light is waiting to be born. Even when hope seems faint, the wheel turns. And within each of us, a spark waits to rise again. So tonight, light a candle, sit beside a fire, hold close the ones you love. Celebrate the return of the sun and the promise of brighter days. Blessed Yule, and may the returning light shine warmly upon your heart. And that, my friends, was tonight's mystical bedtime story, a tale woven from starlight, whispers, and dreams, reminding us that even in the quiet of night, magic lingers all around us. As you close your eyes tonight, let your mind wander through the world we just explored. Maybe you'll meet the same wandering spirits or find your own secret doorway to wonder. Whatever dreams await you, may they be peaceful, kind, and full of light. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the little bell icon so you'll never miss another bedtime adventure beneath the stars. Also, visit Pandora's Sabbaths playlist to find more enchanting information on the Wheel of the Year. Or visit the Sabbath Ritual playlist to do a Sabbath ritual with me on your own. Thank you for sharing this quiet moment with me. Until we meet again, drift softly, dream deeply, and remember, the night is never truly dark when your heart holds a little bit of magic.